Three, two, one. What's up, Richie? How you been?
What's up, Gia? How you been, man? I've been pretty good. Just kind of chilling out here.
This is
What about you?
episode 4. Yeah, I mean, it's been great. It's episode 4, and then Creeps podcast. Racking up views, getting up likes. You know what I'm saying? You just got to start off small. You know what I mean?
You got to start somewhere. Everyone has to start somewhere. That's how you get big.
Of course. So,
That's how everything starts.
right,
What's going
right.
on?
I heard you've been wanting to make a podcast yourself, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Just need some people to help me.
Of course.
Just got to start somewhere. Like I said, um, just don't know where that somewhere is really. To be honest, man.
Honestly, man, you just got to be super bored, and you're on. You know what I mean? I mean, you look
Well,
at other people's. What's up?
right right now I'm looking at pictures of peanut butter, eggs, and oats. So I'm a tad bit bored.
Yeah.
I'm looking at dog pictures right now.
Yeah, no.
I never do that.
Well, when I'm bored, I usually just listen to, just fucking watch National Geographics.
Hey, that makes your brain bigger. I'm telling you.
It's,
I learned a lot from National Geographics. Like I don't remember. I didn't learn much.
I
I'm
learned
lying to
a
you.
I
But
learned a lot.
National Geographic is actually pretty cool to watch. It's pretty it's pretty intriguing. Just I don't know. It gets a tad bit like I don't know. They just kind of speak over themselves a little much. Like, oh, the shark is a very dangerous animal. Blah blah blah, and they'll say it again like 30 more times. Just kind of gets a tad bit annoying. But oh well.
Yeah. Well, I think the people with like the UK accents are like something like that gives me big orgasms.
Hey, I hear you, brother.
It's good. I mean, they can just talk
Hey
about
man.
like this fucking mink is taking a shit. No, man, that's super inspirational. You know what I mean?
So dudes and girls.
Dudes and girls is a lot more like I think they gotta have
Yeah,
like
that's true. That's
soft
true. But like
voice.
that high pitch to it, that makes it sound better. I don't know why.
Right, right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. Except
imagine
not too high pitched. Has to be
imagine having your
18.
girlfriend being like one of those narrators, and she's just like reading. Like, bro, imagine that. Like, imagine having a girlfriend, y'all guys doing it. She's just narrating the whole thing, and
She's just gonna be like, as the condom slips onto, it's just, I don't know, it just sounds kind of weird.
I think it'll be kind of hot. No cap, man.
I mean, I guess so, but like, still kind of weird.
One of my
Like,
biggest.
you know what?
What's up?
To each their own. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, one of my
Yeah.
biggest fucking fantasies is like a goth chick reading me Goosebumps, man. Big turn on, but girls take notes. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's new, man. I've seen a lot. I've heard a lot, but I mean, hey, that's new right there, man. I got to give it to you. Some original right there, original content.
Right. It's not like no ball busting or anything. You got it.
Oh yeah, that's some. How do people bear that pain?
I
Like,
think it's just they just had a bad childhood. How do you even get into kinks? That's my question. How do you get into like fucking
I
cut?
mean, there's a few that like kind of make sense, but then the rest just don't. The rest are just nasty.
Like, what do you mean? Like the few that kind of
Like
make
I don't know, cause like there's some that are just really common, is what I realized, right? Like, but once you get to that whole like pain spectrum, I don't know, man. That stuff's just like if I see that, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I
Yeah.
just can't do anything. I like my stomach just starts hurting.
I mean, imagine like dating this one chick, right? Yeah, guys never had any sexual at all, right? But then
Yeah.
she's like turns out to be a dominatrix. How what the fuck would you? How
Oh
would
yeah,
you
I'm
feel?
good.
You
I'm
good?
fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Like you
No,
good? Like you'll fuck with it or not?
like I'm good. I'm not gonna mess with it.
Yeah, yeah.
From walking out of that room, you know what I mean? I
Jesus.
have to be like, I have to be on like the lowest of all lows to work with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have to be real desperate.
Well, I think it's just like I don't know how that shit starts. How do fucking kinks
That's
start?
what I'm wondering. I don't
That's
know.
a big
Well,
question.
I mean, I know like, one time I was watching a YouTube video, right, and this man, he was I forgot what he was doing, and he was talking about like the different parts of the brain. I don't know why I was watching it, and for some reason he was talking about feet fetish, right? And I was like, well, how does this make any sense? It's something weird, like I don't know, something really weird popped up,
Right.
and he started talking about it, dude. It, and I just wondered, like, what makes this start? Like, what makes people want to, I guess, want to participate in this?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Like, because I mean, the childhood thing, I guess it kind of makes sense, but not really, you know?
no, it doesn't. I mean, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Feet is disgusting. Feet. I always say, bro, like anytime, like, bro, if we're gonna have sex, bro, you gotta keep your socks on. All right, it's just like that. But like, I think this is what happens. I think if socks were never existed, then everybody would have feet fetishes. You know, quote me on this, bitch. You know, but I think it's fucking true.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the. Hey, I guess you're right. You know?
I think it'll be a normal thing, like head. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like head. Head is not the best thing in the world.
And what is the best thing, you know? I guess it depends on what you like, I guess, you know?
I like eating pussy, yo. Eating pussy's not that bad. It's fucking good, you know?
Yeah, I guess I hear you. I hear you. I
Like,
mean,
I think it for me is just pleasuring uh your partner. That's probably like my thing.
oh, yeah, I mean, the smile you get back. The
Right.
smile you get back, you know? The smile.
Exactly.
What is the thing? The thing that's. I don't remember, bro. Oh, the snack that smiles back. There we go.
It's not, oh, goldfish, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a good quote.
what are you fucking into, bro?
The usual, you know, just anything plain. It's fine with me. I don't need to see any of
Ah,
that crazy stuff, you know, like I don't want to see any of that like terrible acting. I just want to get straight to the point. You know what I
like you
mean?
into fucking lingerie and shit? Like, what if your bitch started wearing lingerie?
I mean, I guess I can handle that. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but like, I don't know about roleplay. That sounds kind. I haven't watched anything with roleplay in it. What is it
Right.
like?
Um. Well, I don't know how it entirely feels, but I think I get a gist of it. It's just like you gotta like sort of. It's like a podcast, you know. You gotta forget that it's a podcast. You gotta forget that you're acting. You know what I mean? You gotta like actually take the role of it.
Yeah, it's just it doesn't make sense because you know, like, if you go on to like whenever I'm bored, right? Well,
Yeah.
not actually when I'm bored, but it's just that whenever I'm ready, I go on there. I go through categories. I just mess around whenever I'm just I don't know. Okay, I'm messing around in categories, and I see the funny tab. Right, I go on there. I see a bunch of stuff and like a bunch of like random memes.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm going through and I see all this weird stuff like peeing, and I see like uh
No, 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 no.
the usual like other gay stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and then like and then I go a little bit further down and I saw what was it? I think it was roleplay, and I'm like, because this is when I first figured out everything. And I was like, well, what's the whole roleplay thing about?
Yeah.
And so I look at it, and it's like, oh, like pretends to be nurse and whatnot, and I'm like, now I'm thinking of it. How do you go from becoming a nurse to
Yeah, yeah. You look at
going down on your
couples.
patient?
You look at amateur porn stars, and you see most of them is like, oh, stepmom, then it's stepsister, then it's like, oh, my teacher. Then how do you transition to that? You know, like
Hmm.
how are you gonna say
Yeah.
that my job is to pretend that I'm this and that? I want to know how you get in the porn industry in the first place. Like, what makes you say, hey,
What
porn?
makes you blow up? That's true. I mean, I had a friend, right? Well,
Yeah,
I still know her. And I mean, I'm sure it was a joke at the start, but she was talking about becoming a stripper in the in Houston, and I was like, well,
ooh,
why would you want to do that? Because your
right,
parents, own like your parents are like they support you no matter what. I know that for sure, right?
right,
But she has the ability to go to like Yale, and she told me today, she's like, yeah, I want to go to Yale. She wants to go to like 4 different universities. I don't know how she's gonna do it. That's what she wants to do.
Jesus,
And I was like, what makes people? I mean, I understand like if you need to do it, you got to do it.
yeah,
Feed
you're
your family
desperate.
or whatever.
Desperate times come for desperate measures. But how what
Yeah, yeah. But if you just choose to become a stripper and you have like, you
money?
know, yeah, you have money, your parents, willing to support you, send you to college, send you to university, whatever,
Yeah,
and you just don't take it,
that's.
that just doesn't make any sense.
I think it comes to you not watching your child. Maybe it's like, oh, well, since they want me to be this, I think I just want to be different. But like you look at like Adriana Chechik or something. Like you can tell she fucking loves doing porn. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you can kind of tell, but then you can tell the other people who just want it for money.
Right. You can tell
They
some
just
porn
don't
stars just want
care.
the money. But like you look at other porn stars like Adriana Chechik or like
I've
like
never seen her.
Mandy Muse. Yeah, a whole bunch of other people, and they seem to genuinely like it and happy about it.
Hmm. Enjoy it. Enjoy what
Enjoy
they're
it.
doing.
Right. Like I remember back in like I used to have like cable television, and what premiered was
Yeah.
like the porn awards. It was the porn awards, and it was
Oh, really?
yeah, they have porn awards, and
Yeah,
like
I know.
Riley
Yeah,
Reid,
they have awards. Yeah, I know. But like, I didn't know they were on TV. Oh, frick.
yeah, and Riley Reid won like fucking three other times, man. I mean, she's like a veteran. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah, that's an accomplishment right there for the people who actually know, actually want to do it. Like,
I think the men gets barely any notice. Like honestly, bro, I know fucking
no, no, yeah, I think that you know why?
why.
Because when have you ever? Okay, hear me out. Right, this sounds
I
really
know a whole
weird.
bunch
This
of
sounds
dudes. I
real
know
bad.
a whole bunch of name dudes. I can name a couple porn dudes that are dudes.
Well, this sounds real bad, right? But like, of course, I don't have any statistics or statistics. I mean,
Right.
I'm sure I've seen it around. I think I've seen it around actually. But if you go look, more men, do it more than women do.
Right.
And now that I'm thinking of it, that's why men are not really known. And if you go on there, it's like the top creators,
Yeah.
it's all women. Like it's basically all women. But then if you look at the top views, there's like one dude at the top who has like 1.1 billion, I think.
Yeah. Well, I like honestly, yo, best male porn star has to be fucking Marcus Dupree, bro. That man can fucking do some shit. I don't know if you
What
know him,
about that
bro.
one guy who's like Hispanic? I think.
I don't know. Is he bald?
No, no, he has hair. He's like really. He's tiny dude. He's like I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, fuck.
Is
It's
that him? Is that him?
Boyo. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Like some Spanish name, I
Boyo
think.
Caballero or something like that. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I used to
Yeah.
hate him because he always gets me jealous because he's fucking all the girls.
I wonder how tall that man is. He's like five some.
Right. But you look at fucking like the big dudes, they don't even get any respect. You know?
Dude, Johnny, you know him? You know what I'm talking about? Mr.
Johnny?
Sins himself. Mr. Sins himself.
Of course, Johnny Sins. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But that man, dude,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but we were all talking one day, and someone asked who he was, and
Jesus.
someone else called out and said he's everything. And I was
Right.
like, what do you mean? He's like, he's a stepdad, he's a stepson, he's a doctor, he's a teacher. And I
Right,
thought
dog.
about it. I'm like, hey, you're making some sense now, dude.
Like I think there's one point where he's like actually God, you know?
It's
I
kind of funny.
think see, I think porn I hate people who use porn as like as a gateway, you know? I mean, I'm not like a fucking porn addict, but can I say I watch porn sometimes? Yeah, you know? And
I mean,
honestly, at this
if
time,
you're like one time I was messing around with my friends, right?
yeah,
And we were just talking about it, and we were like, who watches it, blah 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 blah. And you could tell, everyone watches it. Everyone watches it, right?
yeah,
Because I thought about it, I'm like, well, when is it excessive? When is it too much?
yeah. It's like
So,
oh yeah, keep going.
no, it's fine. What were you gonna say?
No, so it was on like Joe Rogan or some shit, and they were talking. He was talking to Joey Diaz and shit, and he was talking about Joey Diaz was saying like abuse, you know, like how much abuse. Because you look at fucking Tiger Woods, one of the best golfers. You look at Pistol Pete Berevic, you know,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are
yeah,
good fucking people, right? They're good fucking like in their sport, you know,
yeah,
because they got abused. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But how much abuse is too much, you know?
yeah. I mean, man, that does make sense,
Like
huh?
you can abuse a kid so much and make
So
him a
they're
fucking
just
all-star, you know?
yeah, but then if you do too much, there's just
But then
nothing.
you make him fucking broken, you know? Like if I had a
That's
fucking kid,
true.
man, I honestly, bro, whatever he wants to do, if he wants to be a fucking musician, bro, I'm not gonna push him to be a musician, but I'm gonna tell him, yo, you know, you
You
want to
gotta
do
choose.
this?
Don't
You
just
want to.
hop around.
That's what I did as a kid. I wanted to play piano. I have a piano. You know, I wanted to play guitar. I play guitar still, but you know, I mean, I could. I stopped for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wanted
I
to
mean,
play. What else did I want to do? I mean, I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a rapper. But we always choose one. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, look, I mean, you've heard the saying. Of course, you've heard it. This is every dream's accomplishable. Blah 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 blah. If you put enough time into it,
Yeah.
whatever. That's true to a certain extent. You
Uh-huh.
know, like just people who've worked all their lives to do certain things, and they just can't do it, man. It's just not for you, right? And I feel like once you get to a certain point, you just know, like, hey, I can't do this. I just cannot do this, right?
Right.
But then there's always gonna be someone like, oh no, 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 you gotta put more time into it, blah blah blah. You gotta try harder, blah blah blah. I don't like that stuff. I just
No.
don't, man. And I don't. I mean, look, it's good that you have a good, positive attitude, whatnot. But hey, man, you're trying to force something I don't like on me. I just can't handle it, man. I just
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's where the abuse comes. They start
yeah,
abusing you to do it, and they're like, "Well, you're nothing to me if you don't do it." That
yeah.
fucking
I see
sucks.
what you're saying.
Like like a lot of people, a lot of sports people were abused into. You look at some wrestlers who or families were wrestlers. I don't talk about
Yeah,
like professional wrestling, but just wrestling in general. They'll like force their kids to be wrestlers just to be like, "Hey, you're gonna be that." You know what I mean? You have no choice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, hear me out. A good example would be on one of David Dobrik's vlogs, right?
Yeah,
Um, there was a little skit he had where he shot a hoop, right, with
yeah,
with the ball, and there was like this guy who was acting as his dad. I don't exactly know who it was. He was acting as his dad, and something happened, right? I think he like put the ball down or whatever, like dribbled it out of the way, and he goes, "Look, Dad, I don't want to be what you want me to be, right?"
yeah.
And his dad's like, "Well, I've put you through school, blah blah blah." I don't know exactly what he said, but he's like, I paid for blah blah blah, whatever. I paid for it, blah blah blah. And I feel like that does happen a lot, like like your parents are like, "Oh no, dude, you already put enough money into this. I spent all my money on it,
Well,
you
it
got to
can be
finish it.
true
You
too.
have to finish
Like
it."
I mean, I wouldn't say you have to finish it, but like
That's
some
yeah.
kids can be so devoted, but then just leave it.
I
Like
mean,
if I were to
it's
grow up right now,
yeah.
honestly, I would love to be as much as I would love to be a guitarist. As much as I would love to be
Mhm.
a lead singer and a guitarist and all that shit. When I grow up, yo, I'm gonna have to leave that behind. One day I'm
Yeah.
gonna grow up and say, hey, that dream is a dream. Because dreams don't fucking
Mhm.
come true. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Dreams don't fucking come true. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, bro, I think one of the most inspirational stories come from like I don't know. Like people who come from nothing and become something. You know?
That's true.
But that's like one in a million, you know?
Exactly. People who are like, I want to grow up to be, whatever, a famous actor or a
Right.
YouTuber or a
Right.
Twitch streamer,
Exactly.
Just think about it. There's so many people out there who want to become, famous Twitch streamers, famous YouTubers, but how many of them actually become famous YouTubers, famous, Twitch streamers or whatever?
Right.
It's not
I
common.
bet everybody, every kid, I want to be a YouTuber. Make their first
Hmm.
couple YouTube videos, get a couple views. Like, yo, this podcast right now, you think this shit's gonna go anywhere? Maybe it will. Okay, maybe it will. From all the fucking support and all the people like, yo, this shit's fucking fire. Maybe it will go somewhere. But yo, if this shit goes, if I'm still at like fucking 10 subscribers after like 3 months, this shit ain't going nowhere. I love doing
Yeah.
it, but it's time wasting. I know people are not
Hmm.
fucking listening to it. You know what I mean?
You just got to know when to, keep trying, when to stop trying.
Exactly. And I think I think the time when you stop trying, it's like when no one pays attention. You want fame, you want money, you want girls, you want all that stuff, but it's hard to get. It takes some effort, and sometimes it don't because sometimes you're born into it, but it takes effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, look, one of the coolest, but like, actually, no, wait, let me rephrase that. One of the weirdest things, but the things that makes the most sense is, when you're alive, right? Like, let's say, like, there's all these famous people. When they were alive, no one knew them whatsoever. Nobody like cared about them. No one knew them.
Right.
When they died,
They're
you know,
everything.
they're everything. They're everywhere. They're history, man. They're these coolest people around. How did I not know about them before? Blah 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 blah.
They're all like, yo, I was there since day one. You know what I mean? I was there since day one. But no, you just learned about him because he died. Now, am I gonna sit here and be like, because I grew up with rock and shit, and most of the fucking rock bands are dead or not playing, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
didn't learn them because they
you
fucked
know,
up, you know.
doesn't need to be physically dead. It could just be like let's just say whatever some YouTuber's channel dies. His channel died.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember when this guy was out there, but I don't know. It's kind of crazy, right?
right.
This is kind
It's
of going to another topic, but like, it's just kind of crazy how whenever someone, I don't know, whenever something ends or whatever, it just kind of blows up all of a sudden. I just kind of find it insane.
yeah. After finishing fucking Breaking Bad, I remember I come to every single call. Yo, I just watched Breaking Bad. After I finished that shit, I was like, it's
That's a good show. That's a real good show.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You watched the whole thing, right,
Mhm.
bro?
Do forever. That was a good movie. That was actually a real good
God,
show.
man.
I always call shows movies. I don't know why.
You watched Camino though? You watched the one about
No, I have not. I've not seen anything of Jesse's or anything of Samuel's.
yeah, or Saw? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it's a good
dude,
ass show. Dude,
yeah,
you know
I
what I
like the
want to
whole
do?
part. Whenever it got into finances and like him having to buy business to wash his money, that was sick, dude. I don't know why. I just like that part.
Yeah. Dude, what's crazy is that maybe some people fucking watch that show and learn how to make meth.
That show was like creepily realistic.
Right.
I mean, from what I know, I mean, I don't know how to make
I
meth,
mean,
but
it
like
seems so
from what I've
real.
seen around, it seems so real. Yeah.
It seemed like every ingredient was there and they actually made meth.
I saw something one time, and this guy, he was in college. He did some presentation, right? And he said something happened, and then like his teacher was like, like explain the something like heroin or something, right? And that's what he chose to talk about was heroin. The teacher said like describe how it's made or whatever, right? He said he thought like the ingredients or whatnot. So he said he told an entire high school, sorry, entire college like class how to make black tar heroin because he
Oh
didn't know what the teacher meant step by
yeah.
step.
I mean, well, I was watching this one video. I'm gonna fucking switch topics just immediately, but bro. So the person who made the atomic bomb, right? You ever seen that fucking video?
What you talking about?
It's this dude who just made the atomic bomb in his like
Oh,
his his like
oh, in his
fucking his
backyard,
last no, like the first ever atomic bomb I think was used for like
like Fat
Hiroshima or
Boy.
something.
Oh, was Fat Boy? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Fat
think
Boy,
they used
Fat
Fat
Boy.
Boy here. Yeah, yeah.
Fat Boy and small and like Fat what was it called? Like Fat Boy and what's the fucking movie? And Little Boy. Fat Boy and Little Fat Man and Little Boy. Right?
I think it was Fat Boy. Or it might have been Fat Man.
Yeah, it was Fat Man. Dude, the fucking the atomic bomb speech. Hold on. Yo, Jamie, pull that up. Dude,
Oh, but yeah, it was the Fat Man. You were right.
it was crazy.
Do you know who helped build that? I'm not on it. I'm pretty sure it's true. I've heard that the person who helped build that was Albert Einstein. I don't know what he helped, but I've heard.
The
You know,
atomic bomb?
the Fat Man.
Yeah, the atomic
Yeah,
bomb. Nah, it was
yeah.
someone else.
No,
It
no,
was
he helped make. I don't think he made it himself.
nah, it was something else. I forgot what it was though. Like it was like a bomb. Oppenheimer. That was his name.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Huh.
They fucking here. I'll fucking show it right now. Hold on. I know the fucking people
You
haven't
know,
listened to it though, but like, yo,
I'm gonna switch topic again, but you know what's really crazy, right? Now
yeah,
that we're talking about very deadly things,
yeah,
just think about this, right? You've known someone forever, or you barely knew someone, right?
yeah,
And they die, right?
dude.
I just find it crazy how you knew someone so soon, like what, however, like let's just say you seen that person a week or a month earlier,
Yeah,
right? They're dead. You're just not gonna see them again.
dude. I mean, you know what
I
always
find
scares
that
me?
crazy.
I mean, I don't know what religion you are, but I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm a Christian, you know. What
yeah.
are you?
Same, same.
But like, yo, it fucking makes me cry just think about death.
Yeah, I don't like thinking about it, right? But you gotta understand at some point that it's gonna happen. You know, there's really. I've kind of gone to that, right? When I
It's
was
so
little,
fucking
dude, that stuff scared me, dude. I never liked it, right? I just didn't like thinking about it because I just knew,
dude.
hey, I always wondered what happens when you die,
I know,
right?
right?
What do you think? I know you can't think, but what if you can think?
Right, dude. Like, what color do you see? Like, what color is death? And
Like,
it's not
does
black, but it's not
does
white.
everything go black? You know what I'm saying? Because even if it does go black, you're not going to remember anything. I'm not going to know what I'm saying right now. You know?
Fuck. What if we get fucking reincarnated, yo?
I had a
That's
friend who
sad.
believed in that
That
for
is
the
so fucking
longest
sad if
time,
we get
and
reincarnated, bro.
I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? It's strange to think about, but like, still kind of. I haven't seen any research back it up, but like, it's still like cool to think about.
But it's sad. I mean, all this shit forgotten made into a new world, you know?
Have you seen the stories of like kids who like remembered past lives and whatnot?
Yeah, and there's like stories
It's
of people
cool,
saying
but
they
like
see white lights and shit, you know?
no, but like I saw a story. One time I like binge watched a few episodes of him, and I saw this kid. He was talking about he went like he told his parents, "Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember this. I remember this."
Yeah, like a
And
past life.
yeah, I think it was like her dad or something weird, like some other family or something. But it was like the dad of that family. So he's like,
Jesus.
"Oh yeah, I remember this car. I drove this car. I drove this car. You know, this was my car."
Yeah.
And when when the guy died, they checked and it was like 1942 or whatever it was when he died or something
Jesus.
crazy. And you know, I was like, how does that click? How does that stay with you, right? I mean, of
Right.
course, it could be fake, which it might most probably be fake. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge him. It might be real, and I don't want to mess with them. But
Yeah.
he'd be like, she's like, all right, what's the license plate to the car? And he's like, oh yeah, you know, it's X, blah 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 blah, whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, how, man? Like how? Like how? You know?
It's scary to think about. Like, there's so many beliefs, you know? Over there in
Yeah,
they think about like 12 versions or 9 versions, whatever, you know?
yeah, yeah.
And then there's heaven, there's hell, there's nothing, there's so many other ones, you know?
What is
Reincarnation.
what about the whole ghost thing?
I
What is
personally
that?
don't believe in ghosts nor
I'm just saying,
demons.
like, what is that? You know, what
Yeah,
would that
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, people
Like, I
always
always
say it's
wondered. I was like, is that neutral?
yeah, are we always ghosts? Do we just come down when
Personally,
we
I
want
believe in
to?
it, right? Like, I believe in that stuff, but like, I don't want to. I just believe in it. I don't know why. I just believe in it, right?
Yeah.
But I always wondered, like, what is that? Because you know, of course, like you said, there's heaven, there's hell, but then there's ghost,
I mean,
and
people say it's
I
because it's
understand
like things
some
that
people are like ghosts are like bad, you know. But then like you'll go watch something ghost. Some ghosts are bad, some ghosts are good, some ghosts are terrible, some ghosts are I don't know
chill.
scary, right?
Yeah.
So you can't say oh ghosts come from hell, right?
Yeah.
So I mean I don't know how it all works. I don't know what a ghost would I guess I don't know what a ghost is, right?
Yeah. One of the
So
biggest thing, yeah. Yeah, keep going.
no, I don't, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think one of the biggest things I wanted to talk about was you ever heard of the Heaven's Gate cult?
No, I have not.
Dude, okay, I do a lot of research on fucking serial killers and shit, right?
Oh, okay.
Bro, this shit is crazy, man. This shit is fucking crazy, dude. It's one of the largest mass suicides ever recorded in
Oh,
history.
was that the one where like that one lady woke up and like she was in like a pool of dead bodies? Well, not a pool, but like so many acres of dead bodies, and she was just like,
No,
"What happened?" Uh,
no, no, no. It was all everybody agreed with it. So this is what happens.
yeah,
This one guy named John Marshall Applewhite. Hopefully I got that right. It was like Marshall Applewhite, yeah. And he was a cult leader, okay?
yeah.
Dude. Okay. Honestly, yo, if I was a theater kid and I can make any fucking play, it will be about the Heaven's Gate cult. People, okay, it's like Charles Manson, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like what he did. I really fucking hate what he did. I forget about the killing part, but you got to see in his mind, you know?
Mm,
He didn't lift a finger up to kill anybody, you know?
yeah.
It's fucking scary because he just had a whole fucking cult that did it for him.
I mean, hmm,
Because
I,
he was going to audition for the Beach Boys. You know, like Beach Boys were really good back then,
yeah, yeah,
and the people who try to sign him up, they said he had good music. You know, he was with the not the Beatles, I think with the Beach Boys too, but he was with the Beach Boys for a little, or just his own band, and they said no, no, you're not in there. And
yeah.
bro, they brutally murdered those people, famous people, but he
Wow.
didn't have to lift up a finger. So they went over there, they went to the mansion and just fucking ruined everything. They drew they wrote the words pig with their own blood, with the victim's blood.
Wow.
Yeah. So back to the Heaven's Gate cult. Honestly, yo, like it's terrible what happened, but they had some pretty cool fucking clothes, man. They had this fucking patch that said Heaven's Gate. It was so like it looked like a fucking
What is that? I've actually never heard of that.
search it up, man. Heaven's Gate cult. Just search up Heaven's Gate cult, and you're gonna see John Marshall Applewhite. You're gonna see this bald guy for sure. You're gonna see, you're gonna see like if you see the jumpsuit, it's gonna be this black suit with clean with new Nikes. Okay, you gotta know that they're new Nikes. So they killed themselves because they thought they were gonna go on the spaceship. This
Oh
so
yeah.
it's a comet. It's this comet that was going right, and they said, okay, if we die at this specific time,
Hold on, real quick. I'm sorry.
all right.
He's wearing like Heaven's Gate suicide. Remember? It's like
Yeah,
he's wearing like suit pants, but like sh- Nike shoes, and they're like on white mattresses.
yeah, and it's a purple blanket on top of them. I'm pretty sure now.
How bodies were laid to here's how bodies were laid to discovered Wednesday afternoon. All bodies were found on beds, cots, or mattresses. A 3 by 3 shroud of purple fabric was laid over all but two bodies, upper torso and heads. The two others had plastic bags over their heads. Each was wearing a black long sleeve shirt, black pants, black or white socks, and new black Nike tennis shoes. All had clothes, cropped haircuts. What the
So I'm
fuck
gonna
is
tell you
this?
what they believed in though. So they believed that if this comet hits and they die at that certain time, then they'll ride that comet and go to like Mars or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
And these were people at their all-time low. So it was sad. But the thing was that the cult leader was like before he was convicted of like, you know, fraud and like a salesman, you know? But he
Huh.
killed himself too. So it was
That's
weird,
weird. Yeah.
you know? Like did he believe what he was saying too?
I thought you were gonna say something like he he like just got up and tried to kill himself. And why would he kill himself too? You know.
Maybe he believed what he was thinking, you know?
Yes.
But back to it, they drank apple cider and vinegar or like some sort of concoction that is just poison, you know? They all laid
Yeah.
down, they all died. I think it was okay. Please tell me I'm fucking right. I think it was like 25 bodies, 16 bodies, one of those two. Um,
I don't know, but dude, they have like an old picture of them loading up the bodies into a truck, and they're
mhm.
sitting on racks of like 3 stacks, 4 stacks.
Right, dude. It was 39.
God dang, man.
Wait.
There was a mass suicide where some lady she went on and wrote like a doc. I don't know if she wrote it, but I know she went onto a documentary, and it was a documentary was like talking about how she woke up in the middle of like a big field of just dead people, and she's like, you know what happened? It was a mass suicide. That's what happened.
Yeah, 39 fucking people dead. Now that's terrible.
When was this?
Somewhere in
19.
San Diego, I think.
No, when was it?
Oh, somewhere in like the 80s, 90s, I'm pretty sure.
80s.
97.
Oh wow.
Dude, it's fucking sad, but like the way he manipulates people, you know? How do you like Jeffrey Dahmer? Like, dude, that guy was fucking crazy, you know?
What about the Golden State dude?
The dude who just killed people on the bridge.
No, there was a I think I completely said his name wrong. But I don't think he's ever. There's one guy I know. There's one who's never been caught, right? He's like 80 some now. Then
Hmm.
there was one who I watched a documentary, right?
Yeah.
And he was like leading the cops on like basically a treasure hunt, right?
Hmm.
Like he'd kill someone and then he would like leave the dead body somewhere and then he'd cut off like an ear. He
Like
started off with
Zodiac
just killing.
killer type shit.
Yeah, kind of. And then he'd just like leave him there, right? Like he'd hide him somewhere, but just leave him there. He
Right.
got caught, and it was like a little town, and they were trying to find him. No one found him. He went back. He killed another one, and then he like I think that's when he started cutting off like ears and stuff. And I think his marking was like cutting off a thumb or something weird. I don't remember. He had some marking, and at some point, I think he sent some body part to the PD, and they
Hmm.
were like, "Yeah, well, we got like a serial killer. This is not good."
Yeah.
And I just it's crazy, man. There
What
was also
goes in the
another one.
mind, you know? Like what's in the
What
mind?
makes him what makes him do it?
Well,
Is what
with
you're
Charles
saying?
Manson, it was just trauma and trauma and trauma, you know?
Yeah.
But with Jeffrey Dahmer, he just killed animals. Like he had a perfect life, I think. But he had a perfect life, and I guess he was just killing animals. Like that's how it always starts, you know, killing animals. You know what I mean?
Have you seen that? Have you seen the documentary, the Kitty Cat Killer? I think it's supposed or yeah, I think it's what's called.
Kitty cat killer? Was that like on a fucking
It's
like that Omegle
Netflix.
bitch?
No. Hold on, let me find it. It's on Netflix. I don't think it's called Kitty Cat. I know it's like
Yeah,
the
I know. It's like don't fuck
Cat
with
Killer
cats
or
or
something.
something.
There it is. I said it completely wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, there it is. Um, uh, dude, that's exactly what she said.
Oh
That's
yeah, that
exactly
kid.
what
That
happened.
kid. He fucking
He was
He put him in a
suffocating. He
fucking
was
bag. He fucking
Yeah, he was
vacuumed.
suffocating. Yeah, he was suffocating little cats, right?
That
Then he
shit
started
was
like
fucking
drowning
sad.
them and all that. And then when they got like the whole like psychiatrist lady to come on, she's like, "That's where it starts." She says it always starts with like
Animals, man.
torturing animals,
Yeah,
and then they work their way up to humans.
dude.
And I'm
I'm
like,
pretty sure I was
that's
friends with a serial
crazy,
killer.
man.
So
Who?
like one of our neighbors had like baby chicks, right? He was one of my best friends. And then there's one dude named I forgot his name, but he just like went to the backyard and he like, yo, Gio, check this out. Like he took me to the back to the like we used to have like this sort of tree house type shit, right? In the back of our houses, you know, back of the fence, we always
Yeah,
had like
yeah, yeah.
this whole wood type place. Like it was like the woods. He showed me and he fucking got a pocket knife or whatever and slit the throat of the baby chicken. I just lost all respect for him, dude. It was
Oh,
fucking
wow,
cool. So I'm pretty sure if I were to stay there, I probably would have been like the first victim or something, you know?
that's crazy, man.
Fuck,
What
man.
is this?
That's scary to think about, you know?
What the frick is this?
It really is.
Follower commits suicide.
But crime is an interesting thing. What's in the mind of it, you know?
I just found something crazy.
What's up?
I was looking at that whole like picture. It's that picture of that old guy, right? And he's kind of like I don't know say he's kind of like exaggerating something. I don't know what it is,
Of which old
but I
guy?
just found this video. The bald guy.
Oh, Marshall Applewhite?
I think so.
The
But look
the
at that
dude
thing I
with the
just sent
coat?
you. Yeah.
Uh bro, he's fucking scary looking though, right? Yeah, that's the fucking cult, man.
Yeah, we have
They took videos. They had videos and all that stuff. Videos of them killing themselves, you know? Like yeah, we're
That
going on the
video I just
spaceship.
sent you. I think that's what that is actually.
Yeah. We're going on a spaceship and we're gonna be happy and all this stuff, and then they fucking die and nothing happens, you know. But dude,
That thing I just sent you. That guy. There's these two guys, and they're talking about how if you look at it, the thing I just sent you, that video I just sent you. Um, it's these two guys and they're kind of documenting it, and
yeah,
they're like, "Yeah, he's about to die in 15 minutes," and like joking about it. And the guy's holding a little glass, and he's sitting down on a table.
yeah, he's fucking dead right there. He's just fucking sitting there. Fuck, man. Like you see, he's looking at his watch and everything.
What's in the pudding? Oh, it was a drink.
Yeah, it was a drink. Yeah, it was like apple cider or like apple juice and like vinegar or something like that. I don't know. Probably wouldn't taste good, but
Yeah,
dude,
there he is.
it's sad.
What, dude? That is crazy. He said, "Can you feel the mothership?" He said, "Yes, it'll be here in about 5 to 6 minutes." He looked at his watch.
Yeah, yeah, he was looking at the clock, looking at his watch.
Wow.
Man, that's so fucking scary. Oh my god.
Crazy how that guy got into all their heads, you know?
Yeah. Well, yo, we're hitting the 40-minute mark, and that's usually when we fucking stop, man. But yo,
All right,
after
dude.
this, after this, we can fucking keep talking about this, man. But thank you so much for being here, Ricky, bro. It's been a
Man, thank you
fucking
for having me.
nah, no problem, bro. But like, yo, it's been a fucking pleasure, Richie, dude.
All right, man.
All right,
See you. See you
peace
later.
out for sure. Peace out, cocksuckers.